Just finished recording the discount die for a couple of New Age figures. If you are watching this video and that video has just come out, then what are you doing watching this in 2027? Studio Series 32 Optimus reissue. I feel like there's always speculation when one of these appears in the wild that somehow these are just like leftover product from old waves. But like, it's two fresh units. They are definitely reissuing this. I don't think I'm terribly interested in it. I've heard there's some fragility on like the bumper area with some small tabs from kind of the early era of Studio Series that, you know, a little bit trying to find their footing. And I'm also not attached to this Optimus, like, at all. I'm still waiting for that rumored '07 Megatron re-release. I would love that figure. Age of the Prime's Big Convoy new in hand. I've seen a lot of discourse lately complaining about his size. And I know I definitely had my fair share of hesitation seeing him compared to other figures, but I mean, he's in scale. It's how he's supposed to look next to Lio Convoy. For anybody who's had him in hand, have there been reports of how hand feel is? Because honestly, for me, it just comes down to the hand feel. Like, 86 Optimus is $90 for a figure this big, but it is one of the best feeling figures I've ever handled. I will not care about the size as long as it feels like a massive prize. And I just came up with that, and you should be proud of me, okay? Tell me you're proud of me, please. I've also heard people complaining about the kibble content, and respectfully, like, do you want it to not look like the character? This is how he looks. This is how he has always looked. Like, this is his design. If you want a figure that isn't so kibble heavy, do not go to Beast Wars Neo. That is kind of their whole design philosophy. I don't know. I understand critiquing figures. Obviously, I do a lot of that. I am far, far, far from a Hasbro shill. I cannot stand the company. I only have respect for the toy designers. But like, are we digging this deep for things to whine about? Again, this is assuming he has great hand feel, hoping he has great hand feel, but the figure looks good. Both modes look solid. It doesn't look like he's missing any crucial articulation. He can do a big cannon. This is not the Matrix Buster. My good friend Marina has clarified that for me. Flame Toys Galva Convoy. I am completely unfamiliar with this design. So it's like if Nemesis Leo was like William Afton. I feel like I mention William Afton constantly. I don't like that FNAF takes up as much headspace as it does. I guess it has been kind of a fixture in my life for like, 11 years. What a nightmare. But this is stunning. Just the design aesthetic, the whole fur popped collar situation going on. It feels like it's taking the Beast Wars Neo heavy kibble energy and changing the kibble into like cool armor pieces, which is obviously easy to do when you don't have to worry about it transforming into something, but God, this is gorgeous. Colors are also amazing. That looks to be a wire cape, which we like. Look at that sword. Such a gorgeous color, such a great design with the Matrix in the handle. I don't know what this like little looking guy is at the bottom, but it's cute. Appears to be incredibly dynamic. Ooh, you can even take the lion head off the shoulder. We have a price yet? Okay, so like $80. It's 7 inches tall. I mean, I think that's about on par for normal Flame Toys stuff. Yeah, they're on the pricier side. Hopefully it's a fun build. Dr. Wu's Shattered Glass Scorponok. This is giving me more and more hope that we are going to get an Omega Supreme. That is a day one pre-order. I will put down the full deposit for it. I don't care. I need an Omega Supreme. I'm saying that this gives me hope for it because the Scorponok and Black Zarek figures were announced like ages ago. And so the fact that they're still doing new renders for it, making me hopeful. But I do love in Shattered Glass where they take the colors from like natural rivals and switch them around. Fort Max and Scorponok, that makes sense to me. And the colors look really good on a Scorponok body type. I can't tell if they've included more cannon pieces to make it look more Fort Maxy. Like all of these double cannons here, very Fort Max aesthetically. Also wondering if this spear fits in the box mode. I've only ever heard good things about their little cube city formers, so I might get the regular Scorponok release because I don't really have a standard color Scorponok. I think it'd be fun to have a pocket size one. But once again, pretty please. Omega Supreme. Blocky's Wheels Nemesis. Blocky's is of course continuing in their tradition of having impossible to find exclusives. Very glad I'm not going full completionist on this line. It would be nice to be able to get this. It looks very pretty, but it's only being released in China. Yeah, special bonus item you can redeem via the official Blocky's Taobao app, only in China. So I don't even know how you're gonna acquire this in any other countries. I'm hoping that as Blocky's gets more popular, because it seems like they are running the world right now, that they will be able to more easily distribute exclusives like this. But yeah, I don't really see this being a part of my future, unfortunately. Black Friday Transformers bundles. This has been a thing for a couple of years, I think, where they'll just take old deluxes that they couldn't get rid of and smack them together. And I think it is uniform who goes with who. And you know what? They haven't gotten me before, because usually I have one half of the pack, but I've been waiting for Legacy Armada Wheeljack to go on sale so I can put him with his boyfriend. So even though I already have the Cosmos, I think I will grab this if I see it in stores. Which, by the way, it's like $25 for 2 deluxes. No brainer. Even if if you already have one of them, just sell it off for cheaper. You'd still make a profit. So yeah, if anybody wants like a $13 Cosmos, I will definitely be picking this up if I see it. And there's still some left over from the previous years. Crazy to me that Tarantulas and Alita didn't sell. These are great figures. Makes a lot of sense that Knockout and Wild Rider didn't though. Those both suck. These two figures bang. This is no. And the Bumblebees one is really good too. Lots of good choices here. Blocky's Wheels Optimus trailer, another limited release Chinese thing. I really hope that I'm able to track this down. It would be such a disappointment not to. I love a big Optimus trailer. I don't know. Maybe Shozi will have some. Maybe AliExpress. What's the maximum I would pay just for Optimus's trailer? 10 bucks? 15 bucks? Maybe? I don't know why I'm so fixated on that. Maybe it's the idea of putting a roller inside of it. I love a roller in a trailer. And it looks like it has hinges to open up into base mode, which makes sense with the play pattern of Blocky's wheels. So hopefully it has the little drone inside, and hopefully we get a roller to put into it. Age of the Primes Wave 4 Voyagers are out. Honestly, I don't even really care. Like, I have Amalgamus on pre-order, and I'll be happy enough when I get them, but I'm so burnt out on Hasbro stuff lately. Happy hunting if you're, like, especially amped to find them, but ooh, wait, but Brawl might show up soon. Maybe I'm just tired of the Primes specifically. Brawl I would go hunting for, which, by the way, apparently the stressed ratchet issue that a lot of people have been reporting where the ratchets on Brawl are stressed out of the box, apparently it only happens on some copies. So if you get a copy that has nasty stress marks on that ratchet, definitely contact Hasbro to get a replacement. Or my good friend Quacky Wacky, her copy was stressed like that, and she was able to very easily disassemble it and then fix it with a hairdryer. So even if you get one of those copies, if you're not able to get a replacement, it is apparently a very straightforward fix. Goes without saying, it shouldn't be a thing that we have to fix. It sucks. But if it's a figure you were very excited for and you end up in that unfortunate situation, it is apparently not too much of a hassle to deal with. So keep that in mind. I hope that my copy doesn't have that issue, but it is comforting knowing it's such an easy fix. Age of the Primes G2 Swoop and Sludge. This makes me wish that I was doing the G2 Dinobots. These colors are so pretty and ridiculous, and they even gave Swoop his toy head. This is the G2 that I love. Like, I feel like up until now, the G2 Dinobots have been pretty understated, but this is pure brash, disgusting, neon Nickelodeon looking. And it's a shame that I find the figures so boring. Like the molds, I mean. Sludge especially was, I think, probably the weakest of the 86 Dinobots. Swoop was okay, but they all just don't really do anything interesting except be big and be there. And as much as I could just get this pack, I don't really have a place in my collection for it. I don't know what shelf it would go on, so it is just something I'm gonna have to admire from afar. Blocky's Classic Class Dark of the Moon Bumblebee. I've been digging into Classic Class just a little bit lately. I thought it was Champion Class now. Wait a minute. Are we still doing Champion or Classic Class and Champion Class different? Point being, I got the Megatronus from TF1, and I also recently got on sale for the Walmart Black Friday deal the 07 Megatron. I think Classic Class is pretty fun, but I'm not really particularly attached to this Bumblebee design. Also, I'm curious, does he have a light block? I feel like Classic Class's whole thing is it has a light block. Not seeing any light going on. And I will say 20 bucks, as much as I feel like it's worth it, it is not surprising to me that they're going on such deep clearances after shelf warming for so long. 20 bucks is a lot to ask for so small and lightweight a figure, as much as I think it is worth it. But it's nice that you get his regular face, you get his battle mask, you get some extra armaments. Yeah, if you're a Bayverse fan, first of all, I'm so sorry. Second of all, I'm sure this is scratching an itch for you. Classic Class Dark of the Moon Megatron. I'm wondering if they're hyper-focusing on Dark of the Moon lately for any particular reason. Because we got the Jetwing Optimus a couple months ago, now we're getting B and Megatron to go with it. As much as this Megatron is like one of my favorite Megatron designs, they've really dropped the ball on the color palette here. This looks horrendous. At first I thought it was just the brown that doesn't work, but even the regular gray, and maybe it's just because it's paired with this awful tannish brown, but both colors just bring out the absolute ugliest in each other. This looks horrifically bad. If you're a painter, like a customizer or something, I think you could make something beautiful out of this, but this is like the worst kind of prototype looking plastic. All of the detail looks gummy and unfinished. Any like goodness in the design is lost here. It's disgusting. If it goes on sale, I might grab it just because I'm fond of the design, but ugh. Also, is it me or is the head like a little too big? Yeah, I feel like Dark of the Moon Megatron's head is a little more skinny, a little more aerodynamic. This feels like it goes out too wide, you know what I mean? He's got big bunny ears, kind of. What a shame, though. And ending the week on a wet fart, Jada Toys 132 scale pullback G1 Bumblebee. So if you want something that will tear up all the fibers in your carpet and get completely gummed up and impossible to use, here you go, $5 at your local Five Below. A little bit of a limp week. I'm very very curious how tomorrow's me is going to find enough clickbait to get people to click on the video, but if you're watching this, clearly it worked. Thanks for sticking around, thanks for watching Twit, and not to get your hopes up or anything, but I have 2 very exciting collaborations on the near horizon, so maybe turn on channel notifications. I don't think I've ever said that. Hit the bell. Oh no, I've definitely said that. Whatever, shut up.
I'm Nightmare Freddy and I'm in your bed. I'm Nightmare Freddy and I'll crack your egg. Better check for lice, better cook some rice. I'm really hungry now, I'm gonna eat some mice.